Hey, what's up YouTube? How's it going? For this holiday vlog, I just kind of wanted to talk about what holidays are like with a chronic illness. When you're at home, it's easy to have days where you don't feel good and you have to lay around all day and you don't feel like doing anything, you're not in the mood for anything, and it doesn't matter when you're at home because you're at home. And people aren't relying on you to get things done and do adventures during the day. So here on holidays, it's tough when you have bad days. I've had 3 bad days and I still have 3 more days on this holiday to go. And bad days suck when you're on holidays because you're laying in the cabin, in the hotel, wherever you may be, while everyone else is adventuring, having fun, experiencing the holiday. And that's the shitty part about an illness, is you can't control when you're gonna feel good. You can't wake up and say, I'm gonna feel good today because I want to do this today. I can want as much as I can to do something, but my body is going to dictate whether I can or can't do that. And that is just the life of a chronic illness. So where I am at here, the weather gets pretty hot. We had one day that was 35 degrees, and with POTS, heat is not fun. So with POTS, my body already is working hard enough trying to get blood up to my heart, blood moving around, and when it's 35 degrees, it's even harder because the heat is dilating your veins and just blood flow is worse and your heart rate's faster trying to make up for that extra vein dilation and blood pooling in the legs. So the heat sucks. You have to be smart about it. Make sure you keep fluids in. Lots of Gatorade helps. And trying to stay in the shade as much as you can. And trying to stay cool without going from 35 to like 10-degree water. I made that mistake when I first came here. It was 30 degrees and I just jumped right in the lake, and that was a huge shock to my body, and the POTS made it so I just couldn't adjust to that change in temperature. So drastic change. So that ended up taking me out for the rest of the day. That was all I did. And the rest of the day I just had to recover from that shock that my body went through. And that's about the adventurous part of the trip. We have been touring some wineries. The constant sitting and standing and sitting and standing is definitely hard. With POTS, the sitting and standing is terrible. Your body does not like it. It doesn't know how to adjust to it. It's just a pain in the ass POTS sometimes, but you gotta take the good with the bad, and the bad just sometimes seems to seem bigger when you're on holidays because you don't want to deal with the illness part of your life, and you don't want to deal with the boundaries that you have and the restrictions that you have. It's frustrating, and it just seems more prevalent when you're not in your everyday life. Your everyday life, you're used to doing things in a POTSy way, so life is smooth. And then when you leave home and are in a different environment, different place, and there's different things where you have to adjust to or you're not used to, like the weather, the temperature. I'm not used to 35-degree weather all the time, so that's a new adjustment. So that's POTS on holidays. POTS away from home is a new challenge. It's something that takes a lot of patience with yourself. You can't get frustrated. I can honestly say I'm one that gets frustrated. I get mad with the fact that I can't control if I'm feeling good, if I'm feeling bad, it pisses me off. But when I'm on holidays, I wish that I could do everything I want to do, and I could be doing things that everyone else is doing, but that's just not how it is. And I guess that's why I wanted to share my feelings towards the frustration I have. Today was another day that I have been couching around all day because I just can't get going. My body will not get going today. And it's made me really mad, but that's how today has ended up. Tomorrow's a new day, so we'll see how tomorrow is. And a few more days here. I hope the last few are really good. My fingers and toes are crossed. And I'll be back when I'm back home with a new vlog. Thanks for watching.